Welcome or welcome back, y'all. My name is Ree, and today we are going to be covering cash envelope categories, and I will be breaking down step by step how you can identify your own cash categories. So if that sounds interesting to you, then keep watching. Okay, y'all, so let's talk about how we get started with this. The very first step is really more like a question. We want to ask ourselves, how am I spending my money? And this becomes important because you want to see exactly what you're spending your money on. So then that way, eventually down the line, it will help you develop your categories. Now, how can we do this? We can pull credit card analysis. We can use apps like Fetch. These will give us a breakdown of how we're spending our money and where we're spending our money. Second step, write it down. I know this sounds so simple. Also, if you want to take a screenshot, go ahead. Okay, so let's get into the specifics. Right here, you can see that I have my budget planner and I have written down every expense for the last 3 months. And it took me maybe around my second month before I became very comfortable with understanding how I'm spending. But if you don't have a budget planner, any notebook will do. So now that brings us to our next step here. And what we really want to focus on is create and identify our categories based on variable spending. I put emphasis on variable spending because it is really important to make sure that you are not applying this to fixed expenses, only your variable expenses, because that's what's going to change month to month. My categories are based on variable spending, and let's take a look at my categories. This was my very first binder, and I'm just showing you what my categories looked like when I first started off, and I will show you here in a second my new binder. So this is my new cash wallet that I use when I'm out and about, and here is a look at my categories. Now, Target is a new cash envelope that I created. Keep It Cozy is also a new cash envelope. And just keep in mind, this can change and this will get fine-tuned as you go through the process of writing it all out and going through the exercise of evaluating your spending. I also just wanted to highlight the budget sheet. That's really helpful just to track what's going on with your envelopes. But now on to the actual critical envelope. This is the savings envelope. Now, here's what I use this for. Instances where I'm having to use my credit card, and I will just go ahead and pop that amount into the savings envelope and deposit that back into the bank. That is also a really new addition, and I think it is so critical. Y'all definitely have a savings envelope or, deposit envelope, whatever you want to call it. But that will just be really helpful. This is completely optional, y'all, but these are just some transparent Post-its that you can put on the back of your envelopes if you want to, just to keep track of your spending. You can use that kind of like your DIY budget sheet. Just another idea if you don't have access to budget sheets. This is another option. Okay, y'all, we did it. This is the very last step. So after you have followed the 3 steps above, you have now identified your cash envelope categories. Now, again, this is something that will vary and get fine-tuned as you go through the process, but take one look here at what we've got. And again, you can screenshot it if you find this to be helpful, but I hope you found it helpful. And again, this exercise is really to get you started, get you comfortable, and hopefully just have fun with it. If you made it all the way through the end of this video, I thank you so much for hanging out. And again, if you have any questions, just pop it into the comments so we can all chat about this. And another thing I wanted to say is if you are interested in seeing savings, challenges type of videos, or cash stuffing, that is usually posted on my TikTok. So definitely connect with me on there. But until next time, y'all, keep it cozy, and I will see you in the next video.